All right, guys, I had to re-record because yet again it didn't like it during class, and I'm not really sure why. But we are doing 4.2. Make you see the whole screen, hopefully. Okay, without making you too dizzy. Huh? Okay. 4.2b. We're still graphing linear equations in two variables. And I just wanted to write this again. I know we wrote it last time. Every ordered pair is a solution on the line that we're making. So these are our ordered pairs here. If I wanted to make up 3 more, they should be on that line also, okay? So let's look at this first one. It's giving us y equals x. That's it. That's all we have. Y equals x. So we know whatever we put in for x, or whatever we put in for y, I used x, is going to be the same, okay? So I picked -2, 0, and 2. Remember, you want to pick smaller numbers. Maybe do a mix of a positive number, a negative number, and a 0, okay? Because the bigger you go, the bigger your graph is going to be, and that's going to be annoying. So always pick something like that, okay? Something smaller. So let's see how this is how it looks when we graphed it. So I did -2 and -2, 0 and 0, and 2 and 2. I'm sorry, I did my line a little crooked, but as you see, my dots are straight. So that's what that one should look like. Then we did x equals -2. All it gave us was x, so I wrote in my x. That means when you see something like that where it's not giving you a way to solve for y can be anything. So again, pick something small. Do a combination of smaller numbers. I just did 1, 2, and -3. Okay? You can do any way as long as they're smaller. So we just put them on our graph. So we have -2 and 1. We have -2 and 2. And then we have -2 and -3. And that one just does a straight up and down vertical line. Okay, so go ahead and pause it if you need to finish writing anything down, because I'm going to turn the page. Okay. All right, and then we just had one more example. This one was a little different, so I want to make sure that you knew how to do it. You're going to get problems that are going to give you 2 separate equations, okay, which is going to be 2 separate lines. Don't mind my messy one. I don't have graph paper, so it came out really crooked. I apologize for that. So let's look at our first one. Y equals -x. So whatever number we put here is going to be a negative because we have that negative. I just did 1, 2, 3, okay? And it's not giving us a way to solve for y, right? So I picked my own numbers here. So I did -1, 0, and 2. Sorry, I wrote a positive because I changed it from negative to positive. So, all right, and then once I did that, I graphed it. So we had our -1 and -1 point. We had our -2 and 0, and then we had our -3, and +2. And again, like I said, I wrote my graph kind of crooked, so it came out crooked. But if we had graph paper, that would be straight, promise. All right, so then let's look at our other one. Y equals -1. It's giving us all -1 for y, okay? Then that means, since we have no way of solving for an x, we have nothing to plug that y into, then we're going to make up our own numbers again over here. So I did -1, 0, and 2 again. Okay, then I plotted it. -1 and -1 is sharing we're going to share this point. Then it's going to be 0 and -1, and it's going to be 2 and -1. It's going to be a straight horizontal line. So if it's giving you all the same number for y, it's going to be that horizontal line. If it's giving you the same number for x, then you will see a vertical line. All right, go ahead and pause it because I'm going to end the video in about 2 seconds.